on the convening of a World Civilization Forum at the foot of Mount ARARAT. Message of the Council of 12 Pan-Armenian Intellectuals to the world nations. Representatives of the Council of 12 Pan-Armenian Intelligentsia. 2020 Nobel Prize in Economics and Peace nominee, academician Martin Gasparian. Co-author of the research noted in the nomination to the Nobel Prize, the Armenian Highlands, the cradle of the creation of the world and civilization, the heir and keeper of universal values and relics, academician Levon Beklarian, and producer, laureate of an incentive prize for the best script of the film 98, author of more than a dozen performances in the theater, director of 20 performances on Central Television and theaters of the Republic, short and full-length feature films Khachik Chalikyan, delivered an address to the world nations and initiated a global civilizational, spiritual and cultural forum at the foot of Mount ARARAT. Message of the Council of 12 Pan-Armenian Intellectuals to the world nations. Today, our world is standing on the verge of an unprecedented collapse of the existing civilizational system of consumerism, and its explicit and implicit centers of power have unleashed an outright war against humanity for the sake of the system's resuscitation and preservation. Multiple warnings sounded by many reputable think tanks, intellectuals, and whistleblowers on the existential threats of the human race facing today have been largely ignored. It is of utmost importance and urgency to address them today, as now it concerns the very existence of the humanity. It is unacceptable and unforgivable for those who bear powerful cultural, spiritual heritage and intellectual achievements to preserve and support this evil system that has explicitly embarked on destroying humanness and human beings. In this global confusion created by the coronavirus pandemic, we have to see not only the evidence of a destructive crisis, but first and foremost an imperative of creating a new and more human world order. This is perhaps the only way to break this deplorable chain. Since the power centers of the ruling system of consumerism are not entitled or able to take up any steps to prevent the catastrophic outcome, we address our message to the world nations as the new value system we are searching for is enshrined in their cultural heritage and in the depth of their authentic identity. This mission can only be realized by a collective creative effort of all the awakened souls who represent the identity and the culture of their nations. It is thus the imperative of our time to unite and to bring together all those who are already in search for a new values systems for the sake of a new world. Given the total distrust toward the system that rules the countries, it is of primary importance to create a universal, trustworthy platform which will serve as starting point of this renaissance and civilizational breakthrough. As a first step towards creating this platform, we are planning to organize ARARAT Cultural Spiritual World Forum. The agenda of the forum will be the creation of a civilizational model and a value system for a new human coexistence. Our message of uniting this co-creation is addressed to all the people, nations, and nationalities of the world, to all those who have faith in humanity. Let us unite all the wisdom of the nations in this turnaround. Dear reader, if you share the concerns outlined in the message above, if you have questions or would like to be involved in our activities, please get in touch with us. We would love to hear from you. We will then discuss the details of our further actions. Council of 12 Representatives. Martin Gasparian, 2020 Nobel Prize in Economics and Peace nominee, academician, President of the International Independent Legal and Scientific Center for Expertise and Assessment of Reparation and Restitution, Vice President of the International Academy of Spiritual Unity of the World's Nations, Member of the Scientific Council of the Russian Academy of Sciences, Academician of the Russian Academy of National Sciences, Russian Academy of Arts, International Academy of Spiritual Unity of the World's Nations and European Academy (UN), Doctor of Economics Professor. Since 1993, a member of the Analytical Center of the Club of Rome, a member of Eurasian Scientific Expert Council on Science and High Technologies. Levon Beklarian, Chief Researcher, Central Economics and Mathematics Institute of the Russian Academy of Sciences, Academician of the Russian Academy of Natural Sciences, Doctor of Physical and Mathematical Sciences, Professor, co-author of the research noted in the nomination to the Nobel Prize, The Armenian Highlands, the Cradle of the Creation of the World and Civilization, and Heir and Keeper of Universal Values and Relics. Khachik Chalikyan, Producer, Laureate of an Incentive Prize for the Best Script of the film 98, Author of more than a dozen performances in the theater, Director of 20 performances on Central Television and Theaters of the Republic, short and full-length feature films. June the 28th, 2020.